Rightio, so dimensions of the Whaly. So the beam width, so from the very back of the seat, obviously up here, all the way to the other side is 1.3 meters. The foot spacings, that is 720 mils. And the total length from the bottom of the anchor, so obviously right here where the anchor well is, the drain port, all the way to the transom, that is 2.6 meters. The anchor well. So hey, how big is it? When I was doing my research, I just couldn't figure this out. There was no specifications. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that. So pretty much it's attached with a bungee cord. Pretty straightforward. Obviously the drain plug there opens up by itself, easy. So the dimensions of this is 500 millimeters wide at the very base, and it's 300 millimeters from obviously stern to bow. So in here I've just got a 50 meter 10 mil rope warp, and I've got 6 meters of chain, and obviously an anchor. A disadvantage was, hey, you've come up and you've decided that you want to anchor up. How do you secure your anchor? So this is another problem that I'm just working through. Maybe I'll put a cleat on the front. Yeah, haven't quite figured that one out yet. Maybe I'll just put a tow rope onto the shackle and tie it off that. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm working through at the moment. The Whaly sticker, yes, it's cool looking, but for you might not like it. I personally do like it, but this is just a sticker that's stuck onto it, so easily removed if you wish to. Now the plastic is damn strong and very impressed, but you might see there I've got rub marks. So when I brought it back from Tauranga, after 7 hours travel, I noticed we've got this rub mark. Hey, it's not the end of the world for me, but just shows you that it is susceptible to marks, and hey, it is what it is. It doesn't faze me at all. The primary reason for this boat is pretty much for me to go scuba diving and free diving, so it's going to get bashed up with scuba tanks and everything like that. So hey, it is what it is. It's a boat. It's meant to be used, and that's my intention. So obviously this boat weighs about 159 kilos. I was a little concerned when I first bought it. Obviously if I'm going out by myself and I'm at the beach, am I able to get it off the beach if the tide goes out? And when I got it home and I took it off the trailer just to readjust the bunks to make sure it fitted properly, I was actually quite surprised how easy it was to move around. That obviously was without the outboard, which is another further 59 kilo, but no, I was quite surprised. So at the moment in New Zealand it's winter, and our weather hasn't been that great lately, but tomorrow it's looking pretty decent. So looking about 5 to 10 knots from the west, which is pretty good for us. We're obviously on the east coast, so it should be pretty sheltered. So my plan is tomorrow is to zoom out and start running in this engine. Obviously I've got to get an hour on the clock, just pretty much idling and just giving it a few herbs, no more than half throttle every now and then. And then after that, just basically get it up on the plane and reduce the RPMs just to keep it there, and just pretty much alter the throttle just to make everything seat properly and whatnot. So something else that I wasn't quite aware of at the time, the bung. How do we close it off? So straightforward, it's one of these. So basically put in the hole, flick it up, and she seals. Pretty straightforward. It does take up a little room inside the boat, but hey, it's nothing really to be upset about. Yeah, it works. moment I'm by myself, empty boat. It gets up on the plane pretty quick. Obviously with the 25 horse, it's a lot of grunt. And so 10 knots by myself, up on the plane, no worries at all. So here we are, just doing my first sea trial. So far pretty decent. Have seen a few sort of reviews, obviously talking about how there's a bit of spray coming over the bow, and yep, there is a little bit, but nothing too major. So at the moment, I don't have any sort of garaging, so just made do with this cover. Works a treat, keeps everything sort of dry and airtight, so